This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
So when we look at what we call African history, our people's eyes only go across the Atlantis. But the world scientists' eyes go to Central America, that you call the Yucatan, and North America, which they call in secret societies the North Gate. Okay. All right, so our concepts of how we view ourselves are absolutely corrupted. When we're thinking what we call African history or African culture, and we only look at the continent there, our concepts are wrong. We should be looking at the planet only.
And I hope that the ancestors will guide me to touch on this Africa thing, to touch on Asiatic. Oh, they say, oh, you got to know what you're doing, boy. Because you know it's a whole lot of us in here. I understand more. I'm a Moor. I understand that nationality is the order of the day.
Yes, it is. That's right.
I understand that. More and more, I am being guided to study more. I can't say that I love you, that I care for you, that you are my sister, you are my brother, taking the prefix BR off and leaving other, that you are my other self. And I do not act morally and righteously toward you. I cannot do it. I make myself alive. More and more, I am being guided to study more. Muslim. Are you a Muslim, Khalid? Yes, I am. But I'm a Moor. Islam. I'm a Moor. And got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. And ain't gonna never argue with you that I'm not a Moor. And wouldn't come in your house or come among you and say I'm a Moor if I didn't feel in my heart, in my mind, in my soul that I am. I would tell you, God damn it, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Ain't no more. So if I say it, I mean it. And if I mean it, generally, I say it. Are you a Muslim? Yes. But I know my roots. And I ain't Kunta Kinte.
He brought back a lot of the ancient lessons from our ancient forefathers, which Europeans also get in their secret societies, listed under a pseudonym of Levi, of Europeans, Masons, etc., and it's called the Aquarian Gospel. That's a banned book that they use to get some of the ancient esoteric teachings from ancient Hindustan, i.e., from which the so-called Jews actually get their philosophy, from the Brahmas of the Mauryan dynasty, Nanda and Gupta dynasties, up in Peru. Up in Peru, that people call Hindustan, that now they call India. And when you go into their anthropological records, and they will tell you themselves, they are Moors. And this is where they get the term Indian etc. And that's where you get the yoga philosophy, hatha yoga and other forms of philosophy that people call today metaphysics, which the ancient ones call actually I, self, law, and master, which is the real science of Islam versus the ritualistic forms that are given to people in these days.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Troops were so badly defeated by Charles V that the French king was seized and held for ransom. You see? Because Charles V had all of the Inca warriors with him. Because Charles V had the treaty with all of the Moors going back from when George was rocking it, the Delaware Moors. Because Britain, remember I showed you last week in the class that George was called the Sultan of Palestine and Rome. But the monarchy in England, because it was Christian, i.e. Hebrew, because James established it as such. James put the Torah and the Revelation and the Apocrypha in the same book to preserve the ancient history of the Moors from the dynasties before. So what did they do after he was dead and all of that? They got rid of that Bible, made their own version of it, and then started creating all of these white images of James, and then started creating these lies about him and the rest of those European Moorish nobility, that they were all Satan worshippers or this or that, or worse, they was homosexuals and having sex with his mother. There's no imperial evidence that that ever happened. But Moors parrot shit like parrots, like macaws. They don't read nothing. They just go through and write it. And then you got Freemasons that is out here perpetuating this Venetian-based history that's fake.